I'm Mike Ungerman, a member of the Central Florida Computer Society. Today, I'd like to talk about Protonmail, a secure cloud-based email system. There are a number of alternatives to maintaining and managing email than using the email provided by your internet service provider. In discussions in this and other online discussions among user group members or seniors, we have talked about the advantage of having a cloud-based email system such as Gmail, AOL Mail, etc., especially if one travels away from their desktop computer and wants to stay current in their correspondence. Protonmail provides an alternative to your ISP's email and a more private and secure email alternative to the big tech services. They've been shown to track your correspondence, perhaps not actually reading your correspondence, but keeping metadata, which may then be used for marketing purposes. And in societies that are not free, some governments may do more than just track metadata, and that is where a secure encrypted email system may have significant advantages. This is the website of protonmail.com. From here, you can learn more about the applications and the company. We'll look at the detail from a few pages on this site. Located in Switzerland, they state that they are scientists, engineers, and developers drawn together by a shared vision of protecting civil liberties online. They go on to state that Protonmail is easy to use, secure email service with built-in end-to-end encryption and state-of-the-art security features. The company's goal is to build an internet that respects privacy and is secure against cyber attacks. The founding team of Protonmail met at CERN, the European Organization for Nuclear Research, and one of the world's largest and most respected centers for scientific research. From those beginnings, they have become the world's largest secure email provider with over 1 million users. Their growth has been supported by more than 10,000 individuals from around the world who participated in their record-breaking crowdfunding campaign. Protonmail offers end-to-end encryption. Messages are encrypted at all times. Messages are stored on Protonmail servers in encrypted format. They are also transmitted in encrypted format between their servers and user devices. Messages between Protonmail users are also transmitted in encrypted form within their secure server network. Because data is encrypted at all steps, the risk of message interception is largely eliminated. In the example on the right, both Bob and Alice are Protonmail users. Bob originates an email to Alice. The email client recognizes Alice as a Protonmail user and knows her public key to encrypt the message which Bob is about to send to her. As a result, the message can only be decrypted by the corresponding private key in Alice's account. Once Bob sends the message to Protonmail servers, the server never sees the original plain text that Bob composed. Once Bob sends that Bob composed, the email continues on from Protonmail servers to Alice's account, where her private key decrypts Bob's message, and she then reads the plain text displayed to her. Once on Protonmail servers, the data sent by the client is inaccessible to anyone except the destination recipient using a Protonmail client. There is no ability to decrypt the emails while on their servers, and thus, even if subpoenaed by any authority, the data is not capable of being decrypted. They state, with Protonmail, privacy isn't just a promise, it's mathematically ensured. Protonmail uses hardware-level security with full disk encryption and storage in secure data centers. They utilize their own server hardware so that no third-party cloud sites are used for storage. Their data centers are physically located at highly secure sites that require biometric access. On a system level, their servers utilize fully encrypted hard disks with multiple password layers so that data security is preserved even if the hardware was compromised or seized. Proton Mail service does not track or log emails, so no personally identifiable information can be gathered from emails sent through their system. With self-destructing email capability, encrypted emails sent either to another Proton Mail user or encrypted with a password and received by a non-Proton Mail address may be automatically deleted after received. SSL for secure communication between Proton's mail servers and your computer or mobile devices adds another layer of security, preventing a third party from intercepting your traffic with a so-called man-in-the-middle attack. A Proton Mail user can send an encrypted email to a non-Proton Mail user, ensuring full end-to-end encryption of sensitive communications. Each email sent in this way can be decrypted with an agreed-to password that can be exchanged with the recipient. Users who use email clients such as Microsoft Outlook, Mozilla Thunderbird, and Apple's Mail can still obtain and use a Proton Mail account and install the Proton Mail Bridge, which will allow your email client to send and receive emails through the Proton Mail system. Proton Mail Bridge is available on Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. Proton Mail is designed to be easy to use, whether on a computer or a mobile device. As a cloud-based email service, it's accessible from almost any computer browser and has apps for Android and Apple mobile devices. When considering changing from one email system to another, a common concern is how easy it will be to set up the new system and import information from the old system. The developers of Proton Mail designed a software function called Easy Switch, which can import emails from your current provider. If you use Google's email, it can also import your contacts and calendar. Proton Mail's business plan is designed for user support on a monthly basis, even though an account can be opened for free with limited features available. With a free account, you get all of the capabilities of a fully secure email system with end-to-end encryption of email as previously discussed. A limited number of emails can be sent and received on a daily basis with 500 megabytes of storage. For those people who rarely use their email or want a second email account for limited emails or even a throwaway email address, free account may be all you need. I chose to obtain a professional account at Proton Mail. For approximately $6.74 a month, I continue to use Proton Email Client with expanded storage, unlimited emails sent and received daily, unique email addresses, and the potential for multiple user accounts. Additional features will be discussed in the following slides. At the time I enrolled in Proton Mail, a Plus account was available, which bundled Proton Mail Plus with Proton VPN Plus. I have only one user on this account, but up to now 6 email addresses and a custom domain. My storage space has also been expanded to 6 gigabytes. So my current Proton Mail costs me about $7.93 a month, with the largest discount being applied to Proton VPN Edition and an additional gigabyte of storage. One of the biggest features for me is the ability to have multiple email addresses, which all come to the same email account, and then can be filtered and filed appropriately. A short form of the same address can also be enabled, even made the default if you like, MikeU18@pm.me, for example. Recently, Proton Mail added on a 6th email address option at no additional cost, MikeU18@proton.me. I have since added an address for all the online ordering I make, an address for the political sites that I follow, an address for my old ComputerSys company for registering for computer-related correspondence, and an address for my veterans correspondence. I haven't used the free email domain yet, but I could set up a mikeungerman.com if it's not already been used, and the cost of doing so is already included in the plan I'm paying for now. Here's the web-based email client as it appears in my Brave browser on my Windows computer. It's essentially the same in any browser I have tested in Windows or Linux. It should be the same on a Mac. As with most browser email clients, the usual functions are outlined in red in the left column, as is the listing of received emails in my inbox. The group of 9 dots in a square is the icon for additional features of the Proton Mail system up here at the top. Continuing to scroll down, the left column reveals the folders that I have set up in the paid account. Selecting the top level folder reveals the emails in that folder and the subfolders that are also available. In addition to folders and subfolders, labels can be applied as a further aid in categorizing your email. The only limitation to a label is that I can't have the same name as a folder. Here I have clicked on the Linux label, which shows me one of the emails with Linux applied as a label. Contacts are stored and available from the contacts icon, the head and shoulders icon shown here, third from the right at the top. The display is shown in alphabetical order and also shows the group designation I have made for several of them. Emails can be addressed to a group as well as individuals. In the previous screen, Proton Mail alerted me that I have individuals that may be the same person and provides a way to merge those contacts as shown. You can delete or merge and choose the primary email to use for the resulting contact. Here are examples of some of the groups I have set up for my contacts. Here I have chosen to compose a new message. My default email is shown in the From field, and my signature for that default email is already added to the editor. I can click on the drop-down symbol and get other email addresses in my account if I wish to change the originating email address. Most of the other functions for composing or reading email is similar to just about any other email client, so I won't go into a full tutorial mode. However, I'd like to show you some of the other apps that come with the paid accounts. As I mentioned before, the 9 dots icon brings up the additional Proton Mail apps that are available: Proton Calendar, Proton Drive, and Proton VPN. Proton Calendar is unique in that the data that is displayed on the calendar background is stored and transferred from one's client to their server in the same encrypted format as emails, with the same protection at the Proton Mail facilities. Only a user with an active Proton Mail calendar application can view and edit the calendar. The calendar can import or export entries in ICS format compatible with Outlook's calendar. If you have the Proton Mail calendar app installed on your mobile device, alerts can be generated for activities there as well as on your computer. Proton Drive is a cloud drive that makes use of the overall storage one has in their paid plan. If you look at the bottom left of the column, you can see that it is showing me that I have used about a third of my storage space, primarily from email storage that has not yet been archived or deleted. And the installation program for an old version of Quicken that I wanted to put up in the cloud and access on a Linux computer to see if I could make a Windows program run under Linux. Given the space limitations, I see it of value only to share uploads by sending someone a link to download the files. As with other Proton Mail products, the data uploaded to the drive is encrypted and stored on the server encrypted. As you saw earlier, I included the Pro version of Proton VPN in my Proton Mail Plus package. There is a free version of Proton VPN, which is full-featured in how it installs and functions. The paid version adds additional security and transmission methods and more high-speed servers around the world. Note that Proton VPN apps are available for most computers and mobile devices. So I hope that this overview of Proton Mail system has been of value to you. I believe that Proton Mail is a better alternative for all of my email communications, as well as some of my personal information management with their calendar, contacts management, cloud drive, and VPN. Most significantly for me, I have been able to remove my email communications from big tech's oversight, a major goal I have set for most of my dealing with online activities.